Thrashing hails from Rauta. Municipal Waste is one of those thrash metal bands that kind of got big even though they were way too late for the genre's big years, that is, the big success with Big Four and among other bands. However, they have been very active with their recordings, being able to put out good albums every few years and also filling the gaps with smaller releases, EPs, split albums and whatever. And this is the case again with this one called The Last Rager. Released by Nuclear Blast, the release was 11th October, so this is a little bit late on my behalf. I was very pleased to get this one because initially when I was giving this the first spin, can you call it spin when you're listening to digital format, I was delighted how kind of a crossover thrash metal, which kind of thrash metal this once again was. That is violent, in your face, aggressive and full of energy. Kind of the passion what we grew up when we were listening to thrash metal. And here Municipal Waste is doing once again a real hit one. Well, obviously when we're talking about thrash metal, it's not a mainstream genre, especially in Europe anyway. Everybody's, when we're talking about extreme metal, talking about black metal, death metal, and kind of hybrids, but thrash metal always kind of gets trampled upon, and to be honest, I don't understand. Maybe I'm too old, but I mean good thrash metal. There's a few things that can actually beat it when it comes to music. And I think this album, or let's call it MCD, mini CD, because it's only 10 minutes for songs, this really kicks ass. This is so much more, I think, in your face kind of material and more filled with energy than so many other bands which are there to just, be getting technically right or being creating the kind of a safe music for your, I don't know, listening pleasure, for lack of a better word. My point here is these kind of thrash metal bands are way too often kind of just skipped because they're thrash metal, I don't like them. But this is the kind of a killer material that totally kicks ass. I mean, from the very first riff, this band makes clear that they are not joking, they are not wasting nobody's time. And then minutes later, you're like, just like, pff, hair blown all straight up, and you're like, wow man, what the hell just happened? So you give it another spin, and you're just like on an adrenaline hook. Well, that's how I feel about this EP. Now, 4 songs, 10 minutes, feels like a tad bit too short. But then again, there is not a problem in the terms of getting like way too repetitive or like that. I mean, it's just like you get to the point, you hit the nail, and then you move on. Give it a couple of more spins if you need an extra dose of good thrash metal, and then you're good to go. In my opinion, this was a very positive surprise, and I get it, most people still won't be listening to this because it's not their favorite cup of tea, but in my opinion, this is very much proving why thrash metal is still very vital. It's very much doing quite alright. Perfect production, good vocals, and then you have some suicidal tendencies, kind of a crossover thrash parts, you have some Anthrax kind of thingies, and you have that hardcore mentality, which then again turns into a crossover thrash EP. So what my point is here is, this is a great EP you should be listening to, even though you might not feel like you're in for thrash. Obviously, if you want something else, then go for it, but still, check it out.